posted onto this channel to always be in the loop with more content similar to this, and be sure to hit the video up with a like if you're enjoying the content. And with that being said, let's begin. With the Avengers Endgame movie now officially in the history books, the question that many fans within the Marvel Cinematic Universe are asking is what exactly Disney and Marvel have planned for Phase 4 of Marvel going forward in terms of the Avengers 5 movie. It's no doubt at this point that we are going to see another Avengers movie down the line, but the question lingers, what exactly are we to expect going forward in the franchise in seeing a villain rise up from the ashes and being more compelling and dangerous than how we've seen Thanos debut in the original 22 Infinity Saga? Now, many fans are speculating that one of the biggest villains that might come out of all of this might be Galactus, being that right now Disney does own the rights to Fox and the Fantastic Four. So as we go into the future, what they could ultimately end up doing here is introducing the concept of Galactus being the big baddie of the MCU in something that the Avengers need to take note of in terms of having to battle Galactus as the next Thanos of the MCU. And sure, we have so many villains on the table that they could potentially introduce. As an example, Kang the Conqueror, Doctor Doom, Galactus. There are so many villains that they could ultimately play into the MCU down the line, but I do strongly feel that we're more likely to see Doctor Doom and possibly even Kang before Galactus. I truly do think that Galactus is going to be the be-all end-all going forward in terms of Phase 4 and possibly even Phase 5 if we want to think that far in. Why? Because against Galactus we need to introduce characters like, of course, the Silver Surfer, Adam Warlock, which we are going to get in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, possibly the Eternals, and maybe even the Living Tribunal if we want to go that far in. As originally Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers wanted to introduce the Living Tribunal in Avengers Infinity War, but given the status of Thanos' story, they did not want to include a three-faced, three-headed like being in the middle of something so important as telling the Avengers and Thanos' story. So we're likely to see that down the line once we do get into the Avengers 5, the Avengers 6. However, I don't think that Galactus should be the primary enemy of Avengers 5. I definitely think that, similar to Thanos, he needs to be introduced in having a cameo or somewhat of an appearance in order for the audience to gauge Galactus's presence in understanding who he is and building towards that finale, as of course we will have ourselves a big finale involving Galactus and the Avengers. But even then, one must beg the question, between now and the Avengers 5, what are we bound to see? Well, we're bound to see a Black Widow movie, a Black Panther sequel, Spider-Man, and of course more Spider-Man movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, a potential Nova Corps / Nova movie, and many other entries that will be making their way in the MCU. The only problem, however, is not rushing the Avengers 5 and giving it time towards building a core villain, but also a long-term villain such as Galactus, in which will take the mantle of the next Thanos and giving everybody a run for their money. Now, I also do think, since Disney and of course Marvel now own the X-Men, at some given point in time, we're bound to see a canon X-Men movie within the MCU, but the question is, how exactly are they going to go about this approach in introducing the X-Men in the MCU? Given the fact that Spider-Man Far From Home is going to introduce the concept of the multiverse and many other realities and dimensions out there, we could see a potential X-Men group from a different universe, a different reality, but even then, that in and of itself would be kind of lackluster in not seeing the current X-Men team with the current Avengers. Now, with that being said, we have many characters within the current Avengers core right now that do serve their purpose going forward in the Avengers 5 movie, such as Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and many others. But even then, we need a bigger team if someone like Galactus is supposed to be the be-all end-all for the next phase. Or we can subsequently go down the route of Loki having to recruit all of the supervillains as we've seen in Acts of Vengeance, and having all of the top, most powerful supervillains battle against some of the strongest heroes that we currently have be a part of the Avengers. So again, I think in the long run, what needs to happen is seeing somewhat of a collaboration between the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, the Avengers, having everybody come together collectively in order to battle against such an entity like Galactus, especially if they plan on introducing the Fantastic Four within the MCU and having Silver Surfer finally be canon, and finally incorporating that concept and having Galactus make Silver Surfer, ultimately to have Silver Surfer turn on him in the end. But by the end of it all, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about how you guys personally feel the Avengers 5 movie should be in terms of introducing a main villain, a core villain, and what you guys would like to see down the line for the MCU. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Once more, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button, slap a like down below if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more movies in the MCU. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out the previous videos if you guys have not, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.